Hello students, in this video we will discuss about the statics, which is the very simple chapter of the class 10th maths NCERT. This is the 14th chapter of the class 10th. This topic already we will familiar to this topic from very earlier classes. What is the statics and what is the study about what is the study in this topic. Statics is nothing but statics is the collection of data. That means this is a branch of mathematics in which we collect the data of past, present and future also. This is so simple and surprise. This is very easier to accept. Statics is the collection of data of the past and present, but how to represent about the data of future. When you see the live matches on your TV screen, then you can see on the TV screen by the help of a graph. Our anchors tell me this particular player make the run with given at present run rate. Then after some overs, after some balls, he can make how many number of runs. This is the prediction of the future of that player. So with the help of statistics, we will told about past, present and future also. Actually, mathematics is the branch of statistics is the branch of mathematics in which study about the data. Now, what is the main topic of the statistics? Main topic of statistics is central tendency. That means, what is the central tendency? Central tendency is the branch of statistics in which we will study about mean, median, mode and one thing special which is known as graphical representation and known as ogive. What is ogive? This is the new topic for the 10th class student. This is the graphical representation of the data. Now, central tendency. In the central tendency, we will study about mean, median and mode. I write here central tendency. Central tendency is nothing but this is a branch of statistics. Branch of statistics in which study about mean, median and mode, and one thing more, graphical representation known as ogive. Actually, this is graphical representation of the data. Mean is very familiar word, median is also familiar word, mode is also familiar word, but only new topic is ogive. Now we will take one by one and try to understand what is the mean, median and mode and ogive in this chapter. Since mean is nothing, but mean is also known as arithmetic mean and average also. That means sum of all observations divided by number of observations. If there are any type of observations are given, and if we adding the all observations and divided by how many total number of observations, then we can find the mean of that data. This is mathematically we represent it x bar. Mean represented by x bar. This is read as x bar. X bar equal to sum of observations upon number of observations. sum or total observation upon number of observations. This gives us mean. Or in the mathematically we can represent, or in the symbolically, summation. This sign is a summation. This is the horizontal shape of capital M, English alphabet letter. I equal to 1 to n xi whole upon n, whole upon n. Summation I equal to 1 to n, that means observation start from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to n, and n means number of observation. This sign represents the sum of given data. This is the first simple formula for finding the mean of any given data. Already this formula we have studied in the class 9th, 8th also. Second formula is given here, how to find the mean if our data is given in the form of observation and its frequency. That means if some observations are given and some frequencies are given also, in that situation we can find the mean by this formula. X bar equal to summation I equal to 1 to n fi xi whole upon summation fi, where I equal to 1 to n, or summation I equal to 1 to n fi xi whole upon capital N, where capital N represents the sum of frequency. F is, where F is the frequency and X is the observations. First we find the product of frequency with respect to corresponding observations, then find the whole sum of whole table, and find the sum of all frequencies, then putting the value of these in this relation, and we can find the value of mean. And this is also known as direct method. What is direct method? Direct method. Third is this formula represent in the another type of question. If our data is given in the form of class interval and frequency, in this situation, suppose this is class interval Ci and this is the frequency. Ci is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, etc. Then first we find the x. How to find x? X means this limit, this is the limits. This limit is known as, means left hand limit is known as lower limit and right hand limit is known as right hand limit. Upper limit or upper limit, lower limit and upper limit. X we can find the formula by x equal to L1 plus L2 upon 2, lower limit plus upper limit, or L plus U upon 2, lower limit plus upper limit whole upon 2. This gives us x, and f is also given in the question. Then we find one more table, f into x, and finding the sum of f into x and sum of frequency sigma f of x, and putting the value of this in the same formula, and we can find the mean of given data. Now next method is, this is the first known as direct method. In the next method, this is known as shortcut method. Shortcut method. Shortcut method leads two type of method. First is assume mean method. Assume mean method. And second is step deviation method. Step deviation method. Both methods are very simple and so important. By the assume mean method, first we assume what is the mean of given observation, that means by the observation. Now formula will be x equal to, for the first, that means assume mean method, x equal to a plus sigma f into u upon sigma f. This is the formula for finding the mean by the assume mean method, where a equal to assume mean and u f equal to frequency and u equal to x minus a. That means x minus a, where a is the assume mean. That means assume mean subtract from each observations. This is known as assume mean method. And in the step deviation, second is, in the step deviation we use the formula of x bar equal to a plus sigma f into d whole upon sigma f. We can write here also I equal to 1 to n a phi, and here I equal to 1 to n a phi into ui. Here a phi into di, a phi, I equal to 1 to n and I equal to also 1 to. And the same, where a is the assume mean, f is the frequency, but d equal to, into h also, where d equal to x minus a whole upon h and h equal to common factor of x minus a, common factor of x minus a. This h may be any number, but if you can't find any number, for easy we can take what is the difference of these class intervals, that means height of this class interval, you can take on the place of h. By the help of these four formulae, means this is the first formula, x bar equal to summation I equal to 1 to n xi upon n. You can find the mean of simple data. By the second, by the help of this formula, you can find the mean of two type of questions. And there are two methods very important, which is known as assume mean method and step deviation method. In the next video, we will take example related to this topic.